otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G. And I'm here playing Demon Souls Remake, and I'm gonna basically go through the entire series in preparation for the Elden Ring DLC, which is gonna come later this year. I'm pretty sure. I think. I hope. Trying to make a character. What else to call him except me? I'm a hunter. Fucking Giga Chad. Honestly, I just wish they had a better, like, long hair options, you know?
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land.
Yep, his greed and hubris fucked them all.
Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and
he's the real villain.
Dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight.
Excuse me.
That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land. But none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs.
Bjor.
Yet the Silent Chief. Saint Urbane. Skirva the Wanderer. The sixth Saint Astria with her Night Girl Vinland. And Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Ah, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the Old One back to slumber.
Outpost Passage. I like how they give all the areas in this game names. When originally the overall area was given names, but nothing else was. At 30. Yeah, there we go. I also have to wonder where the fuck this takes place in relation to everything. Is like, is this actually in Boletaria, or is this just like the passage to Boletaria? You know what I'm saying? There's the garden, there's the church, or whatever. I love the art style of this game so much. Alley-oop! I also love the water physics. They're really good in this game. So is the foliage. Even though there actually isn't that many places in this game with a lot of foliage, the foliage that there is really great. And they honestly could have phoned it in, because there's not that many areas in this game that have a lot of foliage. But they didn't. So, you know, fucking props to them for that. Forlorn outpost. Oh, snap! Fucking parry master, bitch! I also wondered, is this that outpost you saw from earlier or a different place? You know what I mean? Hey, they can find any of them. Alright, let's see, we still got it. Wow. That's rookie shit right there. I'm usually really good at dodging this fucker. Oh, that was close. I still got it. And we go to the third area, Unknown Egress, which you only visit this one time in the game if you do this. Shit, hold on. I'm pretty sure there's another item here I missed. The fluted helmet. Yeah, see, fuck. Oh, yeah. And this is where you fucking die no matter what. With a bit of it, you get all those items. You die. No shit!
Soul of the lost.
Most withdrawn from its vessel.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Basically, she brings your ass back with the fucking healing goop.
This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletarian. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the Archstones.
I mean, literally, you have to try that one.
That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria? You came for demon souls? It's all the same. You're just another prisoner of the Nexus. We're welcome here. As long as we keep slashing up demons. You came for demons. We're welcome.
Oh, God.
Oh my, how has this happened? Has God abandoned us for King Alant, failing to show proper respect? Oh, Mbasa. Oh, Mbasa.
It's some pretty fucked up shit. More and more people will come to the hub as you can play through the game. As long as you don't fucking recruit Yurt. See, the problem with Yurt is that he starts killing off the fucking members of the NPCs. They believe that nobody should have the soul arts, and that the only way to prevent the soul arts from being used is to kill everyone who has them. So, when you rescue Yurt from the cage, he comes back to the hub, and then he starts one by one killing the fucking NPCs. And then, if you kill Yurt, either just because, or because he tries to kill you, which he eventually will try to do, fucking this chick comes and takes his place, and then wants you to kill people, and she will pay you items to kill them before she finally tries to kill you, because she's like, you're the last one who knows. Oh, okay, they won't even let me, and they won't even let me go upstairs yet. Let's see if I can get this item. Pro gamer strat. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, shit, wow. Normally it takes me like several tries and I fucking die. How about that, man? That's great.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the Scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this Nexus.
Nexus.
My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons.
I love Stockpile Thomas, I really do.
I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. When the Scourge came,
Scourge.
I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a coward.
1 second.
When I came to, I was in this Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
My cat's trying to get out.
That candle maiden cared for me during my first days here. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been.
That's how she looks like.
Poor girl.
Pure
Her
girl.
eyes are occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her.
She's actually thousands of years old. She's called the Maiden in Black.
If only something could be done to help.
And fun fact, she would go on to play the doll in Bloodborne. and the Firelink Maiden, or the Fire Maiden in Dark Souls 3. So she has a history of voicing the fucking level up people.
If only something could be done. Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me. Best of luck to you.
Gates of Boletaria. This game is actually really open compared to Dark Souls. Out of their fucking mind. It's open just in a different way. In Dark Souls, the world is mainly open after the start. And you can go to levels because the world overlaps. In Demon's I would say that it's just as open as Dark Souls, but in a different way, but it's not linear. When you can do literally 90% of the game in any fucking order, I wouldn't call a game linear. There's only really 2 stipulations in the entire game, by the way. You must complete this level first, before any of the rest. You must do this level, for one. And then, you must complete one of the other worlds before you finish. Called one in originally, but now it's Boletarian Palace. Has 4 levels. You can do the first 2 back to back, but in order to do the last 2 and end the world, you must have completed another world. But it can be any of the other 4. So this is your starting level, and then if you want to beat this world, you have to complete another world. But other than that, you can literally do this game in fucking any order. There's like a lot of freedom, even though they've definitely spec'd it so some areas are high. But that's cool because it still gives you the freedom to skip ahead. I dig shit like that. So don't let anyone fucking tell you that this game is linear, because that is just categorically, factually untrue. And you can only get over here once you get White World Tendency, which I will definitely be doing my best to try and get. I also think you can get over there if you get Black Tendency, but I don't want to be a fucking dick, so not only that, but Black Tendency makes the game harder, and seeing as how this is already a hard game, I don't want to make it harder than for myself already. I'm not a fucking masochist. Yeah, the ones with the flame weapons are the ones you really want to fucking watch out for. You can leave these 2 guys. And you will die if you drop down here. You absolutely will. And there's a guy behind this door right here. Now, and you fucking douchebag. You can get an item right here by breaking this shit. And we're gonna fight 2 dudes. Oh, that went mostly well. There's another guy over here anyway. I'm collecting weapons I'm not even going to use, but, you know, that's the name of the game. See, I actually really like the world tendency system in this game, because in the original Demon Souls, world tendency could be decided by you, and generally speaking, it's a simple idea. You're a good guy, and you have a white world tendency, you're a dickhead, and you get black. Only the problem is that it could be determined by the server around you. So if there was a bunch of people who are dickholes in your server, you would be getting black tendency, even though you didn't do anything to get it. And I really disapprove of that. And you wouldn't know it. You would not know that. So they would usually tell you, play it disconnected from the internet, so you can know what tendency you're gonna get. World tendency. Your karma is now solely your own. And honestly, that was a great choice. Seeing as how having the game be made harder for you by other people's actions was pretty fucking shitty. Although, believe it or not, this is the only game in the series to do anything like that with the world tendency. Where there's like a karma system. Although it's a bit confusing because, you know, you're at half health, or 75% health with the cling ring, but you're at half health unless you're a human body. So you think, man, I want to be human any chance I could. But every time you die in human form, it lowers the world tendency. So you don't want to, because every death makes the game that much harder. We're gonna go this way as far as we can. Yeah, you're the one who got pierced by a sharp, pointy object, you little bitch. If we go any further, well, we can go over here. There's some shit in here. Or maybe not. But down that way, to the church, is a Red-Eye Knight who will absolutely fuck our shit up at this point in the game. Blue-Eye Knights are bad. Red-Eye Knights you don't want to fuck with. Even late game Red-Eye Knights can be a pain in the ass this early in the game. They will fucking shred us. Sup? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, that is the way to fucking Oscar. I think it's Oscar. But I'm gonna go this way first because this is how you unlock a shortcut. I also really like how they have one guy basically kill himself with this barrel each time to show you straight up that these are flammable. And that's scripted to happen no matter what with that enemy. So the first time you see a flame barrel, you might not know they're flammable. The game very, very clearly tells you these are flammable. And that these enemies will set them off. You actually kill these fuckers. Some of these fuckers right here. Ah! Okay, that was a little weird. But I'm not complaining because they died. That's the important thing. And right here is the cling ring. See, normally when you're in spirit form, i.e. right now, you only have half health, which can be a bitch. But with the cling ring, you would get 75% health. See, now I have way more health. And so the cling ring, anyone will tell you, is just about fucking vital Okay? Unless you want to be in body form all the time, which, like I said, every death in body form lowers your world tendency and makes a hard game even harder. In fact, it's almost like a trap because you're fucking almost virtually guaranteed to die in this game, obviously. And if you do so in body form, you're going to make the game harder. No, Ostrava. That's his name. Not Oscar. Ostrava. I'm sorry. So you have to hop over here.
That was a bold leap. A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dregling.
Ostrava's awesome.
That was a well, now that...
You can kill off a lot of these fuckers right here with firebombs. And now he gives you the telescope.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletarian. Accept this as a token of my gratitude. Now I take my leave. There is something I must do. No, is there a single sane person left in Boletarian? No matter how far I venture, only the soul scar remain. Is there a...
See, Ostrava was the prince, or is the prince of Boletaria. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to hit you, bro. I was trying to... Yeah, I know I mustn't. I was fucking helping you, bro. Anyway, Ostrava was the prince, or is the prince of Boletaria, and he was away while all this terrible shit happened. Now he comes back to see all of this crazy shit. And he basically makes his way back to the palace. And along the way, he keeps looking for sane people, but the thing he was holding on to is his dad, thinking that his dad would help him sort this shit out. Only he doesn't know that his dad is the cause of all this bullshit. Not only because he used the soul arts in the first place, but then once the demon woke, he willingly made it himself into its servant. You know, because you could have forgiven a lot for what he did before using the soul arts, because they said it helped his kingdom, and he didn't know what they would do. Nobody did. The only people to know about it, the monumentals, were long gone. So it's not like anybody warned him. But after he saw the fucking demon, well, then he's like, no, hey, I'm going to become its thrall. Yeah, that's when he became a fucking prick. Headphone keys. Fucking hate it. Either way. And Ostrava was actually really sad because he actually left Boletaria to learn about the world. And he explains it because, how am I supposed to rule if I don't know anything about the outside world? So he was trying to do a good thing. And he comes back and his place is destroyed. And then he honestly believed in his dad. So when he finds out that his dad has willingly joined forces with this demon, it really fucks him up. And upsets him, obviously, as you might imagine. But, if you've watched any of Betty Video's movies, you probably know what I'm talking about. Or videos, because, He was on a Prepare to Cry video. And here is where... Oh my god. Fucking... Anyway, here's where you find the first merchant. Right here, you gotta roll into this.
Good day to you. Care to look over my wares? Mostly stolen, but who's telling eh?
You know, and while he's kind of fucked up and weird, he's actually a pretty solid dude.
Night or
lowly folder.
The demons snatched their souls regardless of their station, plummeting them all into madness. And those who dare cling to their humanity were hunted down. It is the end of Great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle. There's this skinny fellow, clad in the most lavish armor,
Ostrava.
who's always mumbling about some mission. He's another one who's managed to stay sane, like yourself. Probably some pampered little lordling by the looks of his attire. I'd give an arm just for the buttons off his shirt. It is the end, but hell, at least... Go ahead. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
He's also like, all of the merchants in this game will have different dialogue responses depending on if you buy something from them or if you don't. And some of them can be real fucking pricks if you don't buy anything from him. He is not. So despite him seeming like greedy, he's actually one of the cooler people about it. It's like, yeah, you know, take your time. He's like, it's okay. Some people will get really fucking mad if you don't buy things from them. Like, the fucking blacksmith Ed. He will literally be like, oh, I can tell you're not going to last long here. Oh, yeah. But blacksmith Ed is honestly kind of a prick, so... A useful prick, but a prick nonetheless. Yeah, normally this would be a trap that gets you, but you can set it off right here. And kill them. See, this all right here is level 1, but you can see level 2 of this here. It's that path. It's called the Lord's Path. Well, at least it is now. Originally it was just called, you know, 1-2. It's not just the bridge over, though. It is also the stuff underneath it. So it's kind of like a thin, narrow level, but it's also vertical. Very, very vertical. And then the stuff on the other end of that wall right there is the inner keep, the Lord's Path, they call it. That's 1-3. And then finally, the Lord's Tower, at the end of the area, is 1-4. Now here we come to the really difficult part. We're going to try, there's like all these items over there, but they're guarded by 2 dragons. But here's the thing, if you progress past this level, you don't get the shit. Okay, so it's not like, oh, I'll come back later. You can't. Because later on, those dragons move, and you think, oh, that'll be great. You lose the items. So you either dodge the dragons to get it, or you fucking don't get it. And I've had a lot of fucking practice with this. So you want to go over here to this bridge, and that will lower the red dragon over. You're going to wait until he starts to breathe fire, and that will buy you the time that you need, hopefully, if you're quick, to run over there and get the items. But you also have to be aware of the blue dragon, who won't breathe fire on you, but will swipe their tail. And that tail swipe will fucking kill you. You need to wait until he starts to breathe fire. Yep. That gives you the maximum amount of time you can get in this situation. And there's a lot of great items you get over here. Like, a lot. So, you want to get all of these items here while you can. Like I said, this is your one and only opportunity to get them. And that fucker will swipe his tail. You need to be ready. You need to roll under it, or you are fucked. Wait for it. Now, see, Ring of Great Strength. That lets you have a much higher equip load. Archstone Shard basically lets you warp back to the home. And see. Now the dragon's back. And it's virtually impossible to get those items. Thankfully, I'm fucking G and got them. Okay, now we're going to run back across the bridge once again. Okay, like you can have a whole other item thing. I dig that. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. See? Now, if you fucking make a break for it, and you ignore these fuckers, you should make it with time to spare. And this will open the way to the end of the level. To the first boss, the Phalanx. Oh, for the love of fuck. Hold on, somebody messaged me. Now we're at full health, and there's an item here. They see me rolling, they hating, and the pine resin is super useful. The main boss is super weak to fire, so this will make your life a lot fucking easier. Their weakness is either fire or getting behind them. And or, you know, fire. Unknown Hero Soul. And this is how we unlock another shortcut. And now we've looped back to the start of the level. Okay. Now I can hopefully do this battle really quickly with fire, because the boss is super weak to fire. So let's try to fucking do this. Usually I can do this in like under 30 seconds. Or just under a minute. So close. Next time we should kill him, deadly moon. Woo! And we're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna transport back to the hub, because now we unlock the rest of the worlds after a cutscene, a couple cutscenes, and on top of that, we unlock the ability to level up. Don't do that quite yet, because we're gonna go get some shit first at a much more advanced level. Fucking thing. You're about to see what I mean.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above.
They hopefully show you exactly where you need to go, so there's that. Well, most of the way.
The monumental will explain the nexus to thee. The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain. The monumental.
Now, really quickly, like I said, it's a bad idea to die in soul form, but you don't get any tendency in the hub. So whenever you're in body form, you need to die in the hub. So just go as high as you can and jump the fuck off. As the hub is the one place where you won't get any world tendency for dying. As it's neutral world tendency all the time. God, it's amazing how quickly this game loads. It really is. Wait, I didn't do version now. Maybe it's like my shit again. And about like right here, you can drop down and find some items and shit. But the monumental you need to talk to is right here.
We have long awaited you, slayer of demons. I am one of the monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality.
It gives you some much needed backstory.
There is a tale I wish to tell you. Once, we too a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past,
Like, I
under
mean,
benevolent rule,
long time
the
ago.
world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons.
Sorry, I'm Chaven.
Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to its slumber.
Sorry.
Yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and most of the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what lands still remained, we entrusted 6 leaders with 6 precious archstones. One to the king of a small yet industrious land. One to the king of the burrowers underground. One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed in the fringelands that survived. We contained the Old One here below the Nexus, and prohibited the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now you must lull the Old One back to its slumber, and seal it away for all eternity. If not, a deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to bear this burden? Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Basically, you can use the soul arts. They're super powerful magic. It's basically the form of magic in this game. But widespread use of the soul arts, like what happened in Boletaria, awakens the Old One. He's the source of the magic, so calling on it too much awakens him. It wasn't that bad when it was a couple of people. When all society started using it, he awakened him from its slumber. And then he started eating an innumerable amount of souls. Now, the only way to fix this is to lure him back to his slumber, because you can't kill him. Whatever. So, the goal is every demon you kill, you absorb their soul, their power. Your goal is to, A, kill all the demons supplying him with soul, the great demons, and then when he has no more servants, he will allow you to come in and face him. Basically, grant your audience, it's the only way.
We neutralize the Old One and ban the soul arts. Then we spread the archstones, and in order to mend reality, monumentals we became. However, man's memory of history is ever short, and before long he repeated his mistakes. The monumentals perished, and the archstones were long forgotten. And the short-sighted King Alant once again roused the Old One. The monument and the short...
See, Alant made his entire society on soul arts, and that allowed his society to reach an insane level of prosperity. And that's why the Kingdom of Boletaria you see so pretty and so big with so many towers and all that, because they use soul arts, and the result was actually pretty insane. But the consequence was that they roused the old one in record fucking time. And right now, Boletaria is the only kingdom that's fucked. But the game very clearly explains in the intro that the fog is slowly creeping, and that eventually the entire world will be fucked if this shit's not contained. Shit. Oh, well, I got my souls back. You know, and like they explained, it really is a case of greed, because a good amount of people could use the soul arts and not rouse them. It's when the entire society became dependent on soul arts and used them on a mass scale that it would awaken him. Like, it takes a lot to awaken the old one from its slumber, but once he does, you're fucked. And this game basically has two endings. You can either decide to lure the old one back to his slumber, or become his new slave, and take the place of Alant. I see, I totally forgot about that yet. You can do this. SS guy, look at this finance, drinking my SS, hey, look at my shit, fucking SS guy, look at my... We're so fucking not even thinking my SS, hey, look at my shit, fucking SS. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes is what makes you go into body mode, but we're not going to be using them, so... And like I said, at first, King Alant was fine. He just saw this powerful magic source, and he used it to help his people. And he could have known, like they said. The people who kept track of this shit, the Monumentals, they all died, except for him. So, nobody knew. But once he found out what was going on, and decided to join the demons and help them kill everybody, that's when he went off the fucking deep end. Honestly, because, he is really the bad guy of this game. Because the old one just does his thing. It's like it feeds on souls. As like a penance for using it. It's not malicious. Okay? Alant was malicious. It was his fucking greed and him turning on his own people that resulted in this shit. So it's kind of like, how in like Hellraiser, like, you may think of Pinhead as the villain, but in all actuality, they're just doing a service. It's really Frank and Julia that are the assholes, because they're murderous psychopaths. Which is another thing that's really interesting about Hellraiser, because for the vast majority of the film, like literally the 75% of it, they're the protagonists, and they're really the bad guys. Like, technically speaking, Kirsty is the protagonist, but Kirsty doesn't pop up until... She pops up here and there, but she doesn't become the lead of the story until the last act.
Back in the time that I lived below Boletaria Castle, King Alant left on some strange business, then returned with horrible demons in tow. Soon, the land was ravaged by soul-starved madmen. My spine shudders just to think about it. If I did not have my miracle stone shard, keepsake of my grandfather, I may not have survived. If I did not have my miracles...
A warrior from afar, are you? May you enjoy victory in battle. Umbasa. A warrior, may you... Umbasa.
I have sinned. I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his augustness.
You'll find him soon.
O Lord, punish me.
Umbasa.
For I have not the strength to punish myself. Oh, august one, I hesitate to imagine your present state. Deep within the darkness, where no light shall ever shine, will you continue to pray, even in such misery?
Yeah, because he's a super devout good.
Oh, august one, will you continue to pray?
You know, in a lot of games you hear saint and you think, oh, fuck. But in this world, Saint Urbain is really a saint. He just wants to help people. He's a genuinely solid dude.
You've gone and died, have you?
Yeah, what helped you guess,
If you
asshole?
die here in Boletaria, your soul will return to this temple. Well, what will you do next? Give up?
I told your mom to give up, but she was determined to get me in the sack.
I think I just lost my nerve for this kind of thing. Have you met the last surviving monumental? Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now, they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty, if you ask me. You came for demons? We're welcome here.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on you. If only something could be done to help. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Brave soul, for whom death is no fear. Prithee, lull the old one back to its ancient slumber.
That's basically how you do PvP.
What is it? Seekest thou the power of souls? I understand. Pray forgive me. Perhaps I thought wrongly of you. I am sorry. I was here when the old one awakened. And I will be here when it rests once more.
She's the one that ultimately has put the old one back to its slumber.
Seekest thou the power? After all, thou requirest strength. Go ahead. Touch the demon inside. Let these vagabond souls become thine own.
God, please forgive me for doing some deals outside of please do some deals when he says been getting closer concerning with them.
Myself, I am only here to tend to each flame. I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here. I keep the candles lit and serve. I am here for thee, and thee alone.
Now, we're going to skip forward and go to the Shadowman Shrine, otherwise known as Shrine of Storms. And even though this is a late game area and is much harder, there's some fucking key gear here that we're going to use, that we're going to need. And we can get it much earlier if we're willing to brave it, and I fucking am. We can get the best curved swords in the game here, and those are my shit, so... You also get a lot of XP. And also, you get a lot of great items here. Fire helps a lot. Now you want to immediately run back so you don't aggro both of them. Now there is a lot, and I mean a lot of fucking useful items here that you want to get. Talisman of the God, not so much for me, but you know. Like, you want to go this way, but there is a trap, so you need to run. See right there? That's a trap. Now, first thing you want to do is go up here and kill the archers, and there's some other good shit you can get right here. Shit. Oh well, thankfully I didn't take that much damage. There goes my A. There goes my. That's where we're going. Now there's gonna be another trap here. See right here? But this copper key is how you free the merchant for this area, who's fucking invaluable. Now that we got this. We can go that way, but we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we're going to go back down. Now we're going to take this path right here. There's a good item here. But this guy's really fucking tough. See? Shit, that was close. Fuck. Crescent Falchion. Now this comes in handy here in a little bit, okay? In the Stonefang tunnels, they are immune or very damage resistant, right? To sharp weapons, which make up the majority of the bladed weapons in the game. But they are deathly weak to magic. So if you have a Crescent Falchion, it easily kills them. So that will make my life much easier, and it's a free and magical enhancement. Honestly, the skeletons aren't too bad unless you catch them in a narrow environment, and then they're a fucking problem. That's where they are just a... It's okay. It's not that bad. Thankfully, it's not that bad. Like I said, this is very, very late area shit. Almost everybody would wisely tell you to do this stuff later in the game, but I can get these items that are vital to my playstyle very quickly. And now thankfully I can skip past most of these fuckers. Boom. And yeah, in case you didn't, you're meant to miss this guy right here and die in the opening, I was really good. Most people die. That's your chance to kill him again right there. But thankfully, the game still rewards you because if you kill him there and in the first place, you get 2 of his soul. Only boss where that's the case. Fuck, here we go. Yeah. Before I get surprised with this fucker up here. Here we go. Fuck you, bro. Now up here's an optional place that I'm not going to go to, but it's why you can trade stuff with the crows. Came recurring fixture. Time to go this way. Because you can get an awesome bow here. A good bow for the starting part of the game anyway. Now, we're going to go down this way. Hidden wall. And you're going to want to be very fucking careful. Because there's 2 of these fuckers. Hold on. Crescent Falchion is a good, it's not as good as Flame, but they're weak to magic as well. See, it's right here. Fuck. See it, man? Those narrow spaces. Oh my god, they're a nightmare. And that's the worst of it. Because not only are they in a narrow space, there's fucking 2 of them. And they will hoard you. If you had stepped out here into this... Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a trap here. No, okay. See, with that key you got, the copper key, you can open this and free the merchant. Grey Robert Blige. And yeah, his name sounds shitty, but he's actually one of the solid bros.
You saved me. Heavens, I can't believe I fell for that trap.
Fucking Patches.
I suppose I owe you now. I'm Blige, a grave robber. It's thanks I can provide you with useful goods. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts? This shrine was used in a ghastly ritual by an ancient tribe. They have long perished. And now the demons have put the souls to work. At least here you're killing things that are already dead. Like skeletons and shadow lurkers. That's what I like about this place. Better than killing those poor, soul-starved humans, right? Better than killing those poor.
And he sells actually some pretty good stuff.
Nothing suits a bit of indulgence.
And he pops up and moves through the chapter. Later on, he's like the start of the 2nd level, so you have merchant right there. And there's another trap, like right here. There's a good item here. And another good item here. Even if I'm not going to be using it. And there's the O.C.G katana, which is very, very fucking good. But then right here is one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. In my opinion, the best curved sword, the Kiji, or Kilji, however you want to say it. fuckers. There's another good item here, but you gotta fight another... Oh, god damn it. Fuck! Cool, we got this. Being honest, we skip past most of them. We just gotta be careful right here. Yeah, I kinda got lucky there. And since I killed that fucker, he's no longer here. So I honestly can just pretty much run back to where I was. Okay. Blade Stone, which is good. And the Adjudicator Shield is pretty good too. And yeah, you can get this item right here, but there's a trap right there. So you need to be aware of that. And about here is where I'm going to stop, because this will take me down to the end of the level. That's not what I want to do. Fucking manta ray bitches. God, I fucking hate this. Fuck. And I can run back to the start. I don't want to waste an Archstone shard unless I have to. And now the way is pretty much devoid of enemies, so I can just basically walk back to where I need to. And all this gear is stuff that was amazing, that will carry to the end game that I would have had to wait until very late in the game to get, but I've now gotten right after the start. So while it is hard to do this, I wouldn't recommend a new player to do this. It's a great way to get a lot of fucking good gear quickly. There's that look of mine. Oh, yeah.
Lost, then touched. I shall await. I am here for thee.
I was worried sick. We are indebted to you.
Okay. 14 strength, okay, so I need at least that.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ease.
Boom.
Soul of the lost,
okay.
drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Yeah, I think it's good. I got the strength to properly use the kill G. I increased my equipment load, increased my stamina. I'm going to be wearing the Ring of Great Strength because it gives you much, much higher equipment load, allowing you to wear heavier armor and keep a fast roll. And now, I'm going to go talk to him and see about upgrading my sword.
In trade, I'll give you weapons. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, eh? If you haven't heard, there's another blacksmith at the entrance to Stone Fang Mine. He's an eccentric old man. He knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, no, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just chase you off. There aren't enough smithing tools in this temple to handle all the work. Only certain ores can be used to forge weapons. But you'll just have to make do. And be thankful that I can do anything for you at all in this forsaken place. And be thankful. You come back alive.
Fuck. I love the KG, I really do.
You came for well.
Nah, Prison of Hope. That is not an area I would visit until later in the game. Like, for reals, though. Instead, I'm going to go to Stumping Tunnels. You can get a lot of stuff to upgrade your sword really quickly. And now you see why I wanted to have the crest and falchion. Yeah, they made originally this reused a lot of assets and looked more or less like the other areas, but they tweaked it to have more unique assets and have a desert vibe on the outside. I really like that. You're not outside much, but when you were, it was just kind of recycled, so I'm glad they did that to be better.
Hello there. Souls, souls. I trade fine goods for souls. Our little town. It's a nice wee place. All those lizard-eyed townsfolk are busy tinkering with stone and don't bother with old folk like me. Makes life rather easy for me. I can get away with anything. I always knew there was a god. Thanks for looking out for me. Oh, have you heard about sparkling lizards? Not easy to catch, but they've got some fine stones. And I know where one of their nests is. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't give it away. You want to play? You've got to pay. Don't you agree?
Yeah, he's fucking weird. Anyway, almost all the enemies in this are highly resistant to slashing weapons, but they're weak to magic. Sticky white slime, despite sounding like jizz, actually buffs your weapons. But see, I'll show you what I mean. Right here. And this is a shortcut later. Well, piercing kills them as well, because when you do a backstab, it's considered piercing damage. They're weak to piercing and magic. But you'll see what I mean. See how I hardly do any damage? Took 7 hits compared to 2 hits with magic. And this falchion is permanently buffed with that. So this makes running through this level a fucking cakewalk, and it's an easy pickup in the Shrine of Storms. And this is just at the base level, so you don't even have to waste. You don't even have to use fucking shit to upgrade it. You're gonna have wolves hop out here. They're a pain in the ass. And you don't get a lot of XP from this region, but more than any other region in the game, you get stuff to upgrade your weapons. In fact, I mean, it makes sense. This is a mining tunnel. This is where you get the shit to upgrade your weapons. I mean, you can get it in other places, but not like this. Wolves are fucking tricky. They're weak, but they attack hard and do fast. God damn it. Yeah, those fucking smiling officials are fucking assholes. Fuck, I knew he was there. And he still got me. And the hitboxes in this game can be fucking jank. Move those. And there's a pickaxe. Now see, this will fall. But if you know the path to walk, you're good. Well, I had to drop down that way anyway. Fucking asshole. The ones with the bags are actually harder hitting. See, like, the frequency, I'm getting fucking shit. But you have to pull this to open the way forward. So you have to fall down regardless. Thankfully, that one doesn't collapse. Huh. That was kind of weird. The sound was muted for some reason. Fuck you, bro! And I can get one more item right here. And then we have to loop back around, but thankfully we can go all the way up to the top this time. And it's pretty easy considering everybody's dead. Now we're going deeper into the mine. There's some hidden items here. Well, they're not hidden, but there's some good items here, but be prepared for these fuckers. Now, these bad guys with the pokers, yeah, you're going to want to watch out for them. They hit considerably fucking harder than the regular ones. Thankfully, though, they take the same amount of damage. I always thought it was kind of shitty you can't ever use those. And if you go this way, you can find the shortcut. Backstab master! So you can activate an elevator right here. with that wheel. That not only allows you to go back to where you started from, giving you a shortcut, but if you ride it all the way down, introduces you to the game's other blacksmith. They're actually twin brothers. The blacksmith in the Nexus basically does the basic upgrading, but the blacksmith here in the smithing grounds augments weapons, changes the course of the levels. Like fire, this, that, you know, so he's like the specialist blacksmith. See, he has the other gauntlet that his brother has.
What does it matter? You need a blacksmith? Show me your steel. If not, head straight for the door. I'm busy. I'm not here to chit-chat. Forging a weapon strengthens it and alters its character. Ores are transmogrified spirits. Their presence blesses the weapon. Ores are
See, like he...
All done.
And now I've upgraded it to +3. So it'll be a lot more useful when I'm not fucking here. And now there is also an item you can get right here if you jump off halfway, but you gotta be careful so you don't fucking die. You can either try to do that or we're just waiting until you're on the way back down. I basically just went here to get a bunch of upgrade materials early, once again.
You came for...
Well, welcome. Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on you. If only something could be done to help.
I don't even fucking use talismans.
You have a heart of gold.
I will equip the official's gloves, though, because they actually fit the armor aesthetic pretty well. And now I suppose, well, maybe. Fuck it. Oh, where do I want to go next? You know, actually, I've streamed for a while. I'm gonna take a break, and I will be back in a little bit. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.